My name is Bob Scaccia. I'm President and CEO and founder of USAFIRMWARE Corporation. My role there is I lead the organization and also I handle all the business development and all the sales activity. So we're a design and consulting firm. So we provide design solutions to organizations in the grand scheme of things in the embedded space and the software space, but within the IoT realm, we provide design solutions from the sensor all the way up through the cloud, all the way up into, I would call them IoT mobile apps. Where our area of special interest is in probably the embedded space in that solution. We have a team of wireless experts. We have a team of IoT experts back when it was called machine-to-machine communication. They were involved in the world of IoT, so we have actually quite a lot of experience in that space, and it's primarily, like I mentioned, hardware, firmware, and software design services. I kind of have an interesting perspective on IoT. I actually think it's the next big step in actually human communication evolution. Think about it throughout human history. We've always been trying to find a way to communicate human to human, and with the internet and social networks, we've kind of accomplished the ability to communicate with each other. And now with IoT, we're going to take a huge step in a way and actually be able to communicate with the physical world. And I don't think any of us really know what that's going to look like, but it seems to me that that's going to create and enable human development and great things for folks throughout the world as a result of this next huge giant leap forward in our evolution as humans on this planet. I think it's actually that's a very good question, because there are expectation misalignments, and then there are also substantial disruption that's occurring throughout a variety of industries, that customers who historically would have a product, let's say, that's just mechanical or very slightly electrical, they see that their market's being disrupted, and for them to be relevant, they need to add what they call IoT, and actually doing that is not for the lighthearted. And as a result, because of the fact that it's disruptive, because that these customers of ours are in other spaces, non-electrical, and actually even non-technical in some regards spaces, and suddenly now they see the need to add IoT capability. It's a rather complex problem to solve, and there are expectations insofar as what it takes, what type of talent is required in order to be able to do that kind of work, is usually out of alignment. So I think disruption is a huge problem. We've actually had customers who have gone down the road of a proof of concept or feasibility and then decided that disruption was actually too great, and they backed away, hoping that someone else will take the reins. IoT is relatively complex. You're taking and you're bringing the physical world into the universal, the human experience, and then actually you have to do on the back end some rather complex analysis and analytics in order to be able to understand the information you are receiving. So from a partnership perspective, I think it's vital. It's too complex not to make sure that you have solid partners such as Losant involved. Like I mentioned, our specialty areas are primarily from the sensor through hardware, firmware, and through software, but to have a solid cloud-based platform to be able to provide to our customers is extremely important. So one of our lead embedded software engineer, Dr. Griswold, is actually a ex-Cisco wireless expert. He was a lead architect on Cisco's first wireless access point. So an extremely intelligent man, very picky. And I asked him to go and find us a cloud solution provider so that we could have that component available to our customers. And like I mentioned, Victor is very picky So when he showed up in my office excited, I knew that he had found someone that he was very happy with, because I heard lots of rejections. I'd ask, so how's this one, how's that one? And no, they're doing it wrong, no, they're doing it wrong. He came to Losant, and he was very pleased. And like I said, he's a rather picky expert in the space, so it took a while for him to actually find one that he felt that we could partner with. And then the really good news was that our friends in Losant are in Cincinnati, which is actually in the same state we are, so it worked out nicely.